Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. As yes, we finally get to talk a little bit of sport, and we're going to focus on the rugby because I don't want to talk about Arsenal and football at all, ever again. So round 14 of the United Rugby Championship took place this weekend with two South African derbies taking centre stage. The Lions. Shame. The Lions played host to the Sharks with the home side going down 29-7, while the North-South derby between the Bulls and the Stormers was won by the Cape side, 23-19. A bit close there, but a lacquer game to watch. And here to chat about what this means for the South African teams in the context of the championship is our favourite Good Hope FM sports anchor, Lorenzo Taris. Busy time, which is great.
Definitely.
Confused as to what to focus on, but I think it is important to focus on the URC because it's Derby Day,
definitely.
which means a lot for the South African sides and in different contexts in their own individual journeys. So let's focus on a very hard-fought victory for the Stormers up against a side that I think many of us thought the Bulls were going to be impossible to beat on home turf with that many Bulls supporters out there.
41,000.
It felt like it was going to be a tough one. But the Stormers, they did the hard yards. They did what they needed to do.
They needed to. If you look at those first few minutes, though, I started getting scared because then the Bulls were putting points on the table. They were putting points on the table. And you know, when you're putting 2 penalties by a team like the champions and you start trying to run away, you can actually...
all defence.
Then you can take the game away from them. But there's something about John Dobson and Jake White at the moment that intrigues me, if I can put it like that. There's a rivalry growing at the moment. It's bringing back that old North versus South, you know, derby vibes that we had a couple of years back.
Cornerstone of South African rugby.
Cornerstone of rugby.
You need that dynamic tension, which is great. That being said, we're going to see a bit of a tussle at the top of the log. Stormers pretty much the only ones who can battle against the Irish at the moment. Looking what Lens did over the weekend. I mean, there's some tough, still mountains to climb. Are the Stormers going to retain their trophy? How's your head?
So what we need to concentrate on at the moment is securing that second place. Right? If we secure that second place, that means that our knockout rounds are secured at home. Semi-final all the way. And then let's hope the Bulls can do something again and we'll have the same final at Newlands. But you never know what could happen in rugby. Depends on which team pitches up on the day as well.
What I'm also enjoying is there's individual narratives into this, and one that has grabbed all the headlines, maybe not necessarily for what was going on the field, now returns to the field. Sabu and Corsi, one of my favourite players. Yes, in a kind of lost cause on the day, but how good to see him back out.
Yeah, no, definitely did. He scored a try as well. And it's so important that we talk about this because it was something that was never spoken about before. Mental health within rugby. So much pressure on these gents to be superheroes and to perform week in and week out.
And they've got such a limited window. Probably one of the shortest windows in professional sports. So we understand that pressure completely. Under a lot of pressure, the Sharks kind of found their it felt like found their flow again, if that's the right way to describe it. Despite missing all of their big guns.
Definitely.
Maybe that helped them in the fact that there were a couple of players that needed to put their hand up, and they did.
No, they have. And I'm so glad that they've done that because we've seen what happened in European rugby. When they played, they were the outstanding team. 4 awards out of there, or 4 nominations out of there for European Player of the Year. So you're like, okay, where's everyone else? That team did absolutely well with the stalwarts in there, with the Springboks in there. Now the young guns are coming in and showing. Yes, they struggled. I think it was 46-19 against Stormers. Let's begin the correction there. But they struggled with playing against the Stormers. But the Lions, something just not going on there at the moment.
Star quality.
Too many empty red seats as well. When you look at Ellis Park, that's not what you want to see.
And I hate to say it, I'm all for a rebuilding and a development opportunity for younger players coming in, but you need some superstars in a team that's playing international level club rugby. I get that. Just one word one answer. Is Curvin Bosch going to become a Springbok fly half based on these moments that we are seeing from him?
Yeah, not consistent for me though. Not consistent for me. If you want to compare him to anyone else though, we've got Mani Lubok. You know, you've got Andre Pollard. We're not sure what's going to be happening with Alton Yankees at the moment. He's playing 2nd division. And then we've got Mani Lubok.
And Mani is just cooking at the moment.
Cohen is just, I need him to be a bit more consistent. He needs to be, if he wants to be a general in the Springbok team, he needs to be a general every week.
Everywhere else. Well, he's been given the opportunities in a Sharks side that looked back to their best despite missing all of their big guns. We are absolutely there for United Rugby Championship Derby Day and for you, my friend. Enjoy the Grand Prix. We're going to be chatting a little bit about that on Friday, no doubt. E-Prix is coming to SA.